Hi, my name is Reyes. Here's my ID card. I'm making a second video because I'm not sure if the first one was correct and accomplished all the requirements of the assignment. So this video is based only in my opinion about the topic I talked about in the other video. So I chose the topic food addiction. I strongly believe that food addiction is a disease that is causing an epidemic all around the world of obese and overweight people that are dying every day, and they don't know they have this disease, so they can fight something that they don't know about. So first I want to talk about how the food industry is involved in this. Every day we see new foods coming out to the market, more flavored foods, more savory foods, more sugary foods that have all these additives, and they market it so well that you are convinced that it's good for your health, it's yummy, and you want to buy it and eat it. But what the industry is actually doing is targeting you to become an addict to the substance, in this case sugar. They're not only targeting big people, they are targeting small children because they want to hook them really early, and then they can have this addicted to sugar little kid who all of their lives are going to keep buying their products and keep eating their sugar and spending all their money on food that they don't need to eat. The second point is that food addiction is an unknown disease. After all the papers I've read, food addiction is actually proven. There are lots of papers and lots of lab researches that talk about how food addiction is real. In fact, there is one really interesting that is made with lab rats. They put two rats in two different spaces. The one is given sugary water, the other one is given cocaine water, and the outcomes are exactly the same. They have proven that sugar and cocaine have exactly the same neurological impact in the brain of the human and on the rat. So we're actually consuming cocaine in our cornflakes or in our candies. So why, if this is scientifically proven and had a lot of research, hasn't become a real disease for all people to know? Well, first there is the food industry who aren't interested of telling people that this is a real disease because their sales are gonna go down. And second is because labeling a food as addictive is still a stigma, because you need food to live. You cannot, like, a difference with alcoholism or drug abuse, when you can leave the substance forever and never go to a bar and never drink a bottle of rum. You have to eat. You have to eat healthy, a wholesome meal every day for your survival. So the FDA hasn't been able to label any product as addictive till now. And it's a stigma talking about food addiction because people consider overweight people or obese people as lazy, as not caring for their appearance. But it comes to a point when you are so into the addictive process, the dependence, tolerance, withdrawal, that you can no longer function as a normal being. So you need to look for help, and you need to realize that you are a sick person. And the third one is that we need to make awareness of this disease. Not only researching and talking about it, but the media has to take action on it. Not only the media, but the governments, they should ban the additives that are putting in our food. They should make propaganda about how sugar can make you as sick as cocaine, as sick as tobacco, as sick as alcohol. There should be a big campaign of awareness that you have to know that the food you're eating is actually making you sick. Even though it tastes good, it's cheap, and it makes you feel good, it's making you a real sick person. So all these reasons is why I think food addiction is an actual disease. And to sum up, it's really important that you read the labels of what you're eating. It's really important that you research the food you're taking, and not only you, but your children and your family. And it's important that if you know of someone who's having this trouble with food, that you help him out by being a good support, and also looking for medical help, and not thinking that overweight and obesity is related directly with laziness. So that is why I think it's really important for all us to know that food addiction is a real disease. Thank you. Bye.